Now, fair Hippolyta, a nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring another moon. But oh, methinks, how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves at night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Now, fair Hippolyta, a nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring another the moon. But oh, methinks, how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves at night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Go, Philostrate! Stir up the Athenian youth for merriments. Awake the pert and nimble the spirit of men. Turn melancholy forward into funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I woo thee with my soul, and won thy love, doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Oh, thou Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and exchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, one thing your father's will, the other must be held worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must be with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case should I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Oh, scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love will render him. And she is mine, and all of my right of her. I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, and which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved by beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, may love to Nadar's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devotedly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard so much. Demetrius, come, and come, Egeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. And for you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens will yield you up. Hippolyta, what cheer, my love?
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? Have chance the roses there do face so fast?
Like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Of course, of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to low.
or else misgraft in respective years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
A good persuasion, therefore, hear me, Hermia. Steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do an observance of the morn of May. There I will stay with thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have spoke, never more than ever women broke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? Oh, that fair again, unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, sickness is catching. Were favor so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Oh, would that fault were mine.
Comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander myself shall fly this place.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold. Through Athens' gates we have devices to.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight, from lovers' food till lovers' deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
Oh, how happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so, and he will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and if for this intelligence I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally man by man, according to the script.
Flute.
Here, here.
Here is a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is The Most Lamentable Comedy. And Most Cruel Death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and Mary. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
Lover, who kills himself most gallant for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, I will condole in some measure to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Flute, must take on Thisbe.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
My face! Let me not play a woman! I have a beard coming!
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. Okay, I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe. Oh, Pyramus, lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you, Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You are going to play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Tom Snout. You will be Pyramus's father, myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you shall play the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written for if it be give it me, for I'm slow steady.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
No, that'll hang us, every mother's son.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man. Proper man, as one may see on a summer's day. Most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. Meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town. There we shall rehearse. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there may we rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough, hold or cut bowstrings.
Whatever.
Over hill, over dale, there a brush, there a rare, over park, over pale, there a blue, there a fire.
Oh, now, spirits, you?
I wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's spirit. I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone. My queen or else come here anon.
King doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild.
Yeah, either I mistake your shape in making quaint, or else you are that shrewd and knowledge sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frightens the maidens of the Belgery? Are you not he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and I make him smile. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
Are you right, mistress? Will there keep her going?
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania?
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence, I have Phosphorus bed and company.
Fairy, rash wanton! Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India?
I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, but she being mortal of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your hunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. There is a way we shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Will go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, I heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold wind and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower. Fetch me that flower. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next life creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of her in her eyes. The next thing when she waking looks upon, be it on lion, or bear, or wolf, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, and therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
Oh, you draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron for my heart.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in the most plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, do I love you the more? I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and trust your life in the hands of one who loves you not.
For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said, I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I will not stay thy questions, let me go. Or else, if thou follow, do not believe but that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell and die on the hand I love so well.
Oh, fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Oh, hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
There it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. The sweet Athenian lady is in love with the disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it, so when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, so that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now, sleep. Then to your offices and let me rest.
Fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me
Hence away! All is well. What a loop stand, sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and language for his sake, be it cat or bear, pard or wolf with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way out. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out a bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes a meeting at love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Then, by your side, no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off yet in human modesty. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I. And then in life when I end loyalty, here's my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the witcher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said. Despise the Athenian maid, and hear the maiden is sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this slack love, this ill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid we kiss sleep on thy eyelid. Now awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
Charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Will thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Ugh. Oh, I'm out of breath in this fond chase. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. Lord, what though?
Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor can never deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you a lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia sleep thou there. And never mayest thou come Lysander near, for as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. And all my powers to dress your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander. Help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Oh, ay me for pity. What a dream was had here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander, Lord? What? Gone, out of hearing, no sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I almost swoon with fear. No? Well then, I well perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I shall find immediately.
Are we all met?
Here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal.
Peter Quince?
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
We're laking a perilous fear. I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue.
Prologue! Prologue!
And let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing.
Oh, therefore another prologue must tell that he's not the lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through it, saying thus, Fair ladies, I would entreat you not to fear. I am a man, as other men are, and tell them plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things, that is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber, for, as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Does the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why, then, you may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorn, and a lanthorn, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing, that is, to bring the wall into the great chamber, for, as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through the chink of a wall.
I never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. Oh, and let him have some loam or plaster or rough cast about him to signify wall. Oh, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into the break, and so every man according to his cue.
What Hampton homespuns have we swaggering here so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play torn? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Oduos.
Odor, savor sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but there a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most delight of hue, the color like the red rose on a triumphant briar, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet the Pyramus at 9 is 2.
Ninus tum, man, why must you not speak that yet that you answer to Pyramus? You say your part all at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter your cues, path it is never tire.
As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
We are haunted, pray, masters fly, masters help.
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about, around, through bog, bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, and sometime a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them, to make me afeard.
Oh, Father, thou art changed! What do I see of thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Oh, bless thee, Father, bless thee. Thou art translated. Oh.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me. If they could, but I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear. I am not afraid. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Ay, what angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me, on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that, and yet to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to tend on thee. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready. And I. When shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman, not to him elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail, mortal. Hail. Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy. Heartily, I beseech your worship's name.
Oh, boy. Peace, blessing.
Mustard seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. Tie up my love's tongue and bring him silently.
Oh, I wonder if Titania be awake. Then, what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Oh, here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals were met together to rehearse a play. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort I did him at this advantage take, put an ass's nose on his head, and forth my mimic bones. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
Oh, this falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
Took him sleeping. That is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of course she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man?
Why rebuke you, he that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on thy bitter foe.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou hast drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, and nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
If I could, what should I get therefore?
The privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe. Which now in some slight measure it will pay. For this tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Oh, about the wood, go, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll turn his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me is pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Well, then we'll two at once woo one, and that must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Look, when I vow, I weep. How can these things in me seem scorn to you? Bearing the badge of faith to prove them true.
You advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none. In my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, oh, goddess nymph, perfect and divine. To what shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy, and oh, how ripe in show thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow.
Spite. Oh, hell, I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? I mean, you both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart in Hermia's love, I give you my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Art's not by mine eye, Lysander found. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay? Whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide, fair Helena, who more glides the ozen eyes of night. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know that hate I bear they made me leave thee so?
Ye speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me in this foul derision? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do, preserver. Counterfeit sad looks and make mouths on me when I turn my back. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
No, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tense all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why hast thou grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
My love, out, Tawny Tartar, out, loathed medicine, hated potion hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me, wherefore? Oh, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
I, by my life, had never to desire to see thee more. Therefore, be certain, nothing sure, 'tis no jest, but I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me. You juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, in faith, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. I see that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, and she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak. How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower, hark again.
Oh, be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena. No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
When she is angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school. And though she be little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why must you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
You gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering knockgrass maid, you bee, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns her services. Let her alone, and speak not of Helena.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
Will not trust you, nor longer will I stay in your cursed company. Your hands, than mine, are quicker for a fray, but my legs are longer to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
Oh, this is thy negligence. Still, thou mistakest, or else committed thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me that I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far this proves my enterprise that I have anointed in Athenians' eyes. And so far I'm glad it so did sort, as their jangling I esteem a sport.
But thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way, and from each other look thou lead them thus. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charm thy release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for nights with dragons cut the clouds full fast.
But we are spirits of another sort. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I'm feared in field and town, goblin lead them up and down. Oh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak. In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I'd follow fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen I am in dark and even way. And here will rest me.
Coward! Why cometh thou not?
Nay, then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this deer if ever I thy face by daylight see. Oh, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach, look to be visited.
A weary night, O long and tedious night from these that my company detest. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more, and 2 of both kinds make up 4.
Ever so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crawl, no further go.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, a remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and speak musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair lashes, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb? Ha, Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur, get you your weapons in hand, and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle, and, good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Annie, what's your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but to help Cavallary Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvellous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Oh, say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairy, speak on, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Oh, seest thou the sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. Oh, be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower had such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
These things to pass. Oh, how mine eyes do lot his visage now.
Silence a while, Robin. Pick up this head.
Music, oh music, such as charmed sleep.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music! Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this, Lysander. And this Demetrius's, this Helena. Old Nader's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Go beat the huntsman, wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine has passed. Begin these woodbirds, but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the word that hatred is far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here.
Oh, I beg the law upon his head. Oh, they would have stolen away, they would have, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, I would not by what power. My love to Hermia is melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god. The object and the love of my eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I met Hermia, and now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Egeus, I will overbear your will, for in this temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. Away with us to the Athens, 3 by 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnities. Come, Hippolyta.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think that the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yeah, and my father.
And Hippolyta?
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. Peter Quince, flute, snout, starveling. Oh. I have had a most rare vision. Methought I was... Well, there is no man can say what. Methought I was... And methought I had... I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
Not be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
Masters! Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there be 2 or 3 lords and ladies married! And if our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men!
Oh, sweet bully Bottom!
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, O most happy day, O most courageous hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Oh, not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get you your apparel together. Good strings to your beards, good ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. No more words. Away. Go, away.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak up.
More strange than true. I may never believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Joy, gentle friends, joy. Let fresh days of love may accompany your hearts.
More than to us. When your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now! What masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and our bedtime? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgments have you for this evening?
Here's a brief. What sports are ripe? Make choice of what you will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, the riot of tipsy bacchanals, the tri-stream muses mourning for the death of learning, a tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth, merry and tragical, tedious and brief. We'll hear it.
No, my noble lord. It is not for you. I've heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you could find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear the play. Go bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
So please your grace. The prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is, All for your delight, we are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop.
Indeed, he has played like his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but all disordered. Who's next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninna's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast which Lionheart by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may, when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I one snout by name presents a wall, and such a wall as I shall have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe would whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am the same wall. The truth is so, and this the crannied is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night which ever art when day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Ah, thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see? Oh, wicked wall through whom I see no bliss! Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me!
The wall, methinks being sensible, should curse again.
In truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She's to enter now. I'm to spy her through the wall, you shall see. It shall fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for pardon my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisby's face. Thisby?
My love, thou art. My love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shafalus de Procrus was so true.
As shuffles the progress I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Oh! I keep the walls whole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Thy life, thy death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, Wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus Wall away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Here comes two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you who gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one Snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of a good conscience.
The very best of the beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is very fox for his valor.
His discretion, I'm sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How is it else? The man in the moon?
He did not come in there for the candle. You see, it is already in snuff.
I am weary of this moon. Would he would change?
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in vain. But yet, in courtesy, in our reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man in the... all that I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog my dog.
All of these should have been in the lanthorn, for all of these are in the moon. But silence. Here comes Thisby.
This is old Nina's tomb. Nina's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisby.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines with a good face.
Well moved, lion.
The lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy golden, gracious, glittering gleams I trust to take of truest Thisby sight. But stay, oh spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be, oh dainty duck, oh dear? Thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! O fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
Passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
You shrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, know which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out, sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus, I that left pap where heart doth hop. Oh! Thus die I, thus. Ah, now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light, moon, take thy flight, now die, die, die,
die,
Die!
die!
No die but an ace for him, for he is but one.
How chance? Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find her by the starlight. Yeah, here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks you should not use a long one for such a premise. I hope she will be brief.
Sleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak! Quite dumb! Dead! Dead! At doom! Must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, this yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Are gone! Lovers, make moan! Done! Not a word! Come! Trust his sword! Come blade my breast and brew! And farewell, friends! Thus Thisbe ends! Adieu! Adieu! Adieu!
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
Oh, no, I assure you the wall is down. Pardon their fathers. Oh, will it please you to hear the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuses, never excuses. For whereon the players are dead, there is no one to be blamed. Let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight had told 12. Lovers to bed is almost very time.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf beholds the moon. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
First rehearse this song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. Trip away and make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, it's no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.